i-consider mo yung 2 months na yon, dapat po expired na po yun.
So, ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, pasensya na BOC. Yung sinasabi po ninyong importation, smuggled po yun.
Ito pinakamalaki ha. Ito Argo. Tignan nyo naman yung quality ng submission.
That Leia Cruz and her family control Philippine Viava Group of Companies. Do you know that? Yes or no?
I was actually, Your Honor, I really don't know the details on their operation.
Mr. Francisco, that sounds so palusot.
No, that's the truth, Your Honor.
So bakit, why did you
we-
decide to be,
Yeah, we just invested 100,000 in that company, and
Mr. Francisco, you did not invest 100,000. You invested 888,000 pesos, of which
sorry.
you paid 296,000. So I have all the documents with me here. So ang sinasabi po ninyo, you were just willing to give up 296,000 without even knowing what you will get in return.
Mr. Chair, I'm kind of getting a message that the right information is not being provided for by Mr. Francisco. Let this be a warning to him that another time a clarification is asked of him, and he fails to give the right answer, I will be moved to cite him in contempt.
Let me start with the BPI. Kanina po, Mr. Chair, na-establish natin dun sa pagtatanong ni Rep. Ace Barbers na wala naman pong SPISIC ang na-issue ng 2022. Ang huling SPISIC ay na-issue noong November 2021. Subalit, alam natin ang validity ay 60 days. At alam din natin na merong pumasok na importation ng January, February at March 2022. So given na ang validity ay 60 days lamang, hindi ba tamang sabihin na ang importation recorded by the BOC in Feb and March 2022 ay walang valid permit? Short answer lang po, yes or no. Sa BPI, Mr. Chair. Director Panganiban.
Yes, Director Glenn.
Ma'am, yung pong validity, we'll have to check yung specific dates,
Hindi,
ma'am.
ganun lang yung premises, di ba? Lahat ng sinabi ko sa inyo ay nanggaling na rin po sa inyo.
Apo.
Ang huling permit na issue November 2021. Ang validity, sabi mo rin, 60 days maximum. Sabi ng BOC, may pumasok January, February at March 2022. Sa makatuwid, in fact, the last was March 17. Sa makatuwid, if you subtract 60 days, dapat January 17 ang latest permit. Base rin sa sinabi ninyo, November 2021 ang last permit. So ibig sabihin, walang valid permit yung February at March importation na nire-report po ng BOC.
Ma'am, dun sa last issuance natin, noong onions during 2021, from the record is November 1, 2021. So, yes po, kung baga i-consider mo yung 2 months na yon, dapat po expired na po yun.
So, ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, pasensya na BOC. Yung sinasabi po ninyong importation, smuggled po yun. Ganun lang kasimple, Mr. Chair. No? So yung Feb and March na pumasok ay smuggled. That Leia Cruz and her family control Philippine Viava Group of Companies. Do you know that? Yes or no?
I was invited to be an investor.
So you know. Yes, you know.
But yes, Your Honor.
So, bakit niyo po sasabihin na hindi niyo siya kapartner? Hindi ba
because,
kapag magkasama po kayo sa isang kumpanya,
Yes.
hindi ba partner yon? Hindi ba ibig sabihin business partners kayo?
But it wasn't continued.
Pwede pong lakasan.
Hindi po na-continue yun since 2017.
So ang sinasabi niyo po, patay na itong kumpanya na to.
I think so.
You are under oath. My GIS.
Yeah, I think it hasn't.
Papasahin ko po Period covered. January 13, 2022. This is fairly recent. So on record, sa Philippine Vieva, nabanggit ko na po, Maynard Cruz, 28.16, Lilia Cruz, 20, Ethel Ann Basilio, 2.96, Wendell Pariliaga, 2.96, Rochelle Diaz, pamangkin nila, 2.96, Eric Pabilona, 2.96, Renato Francisco Jr., 2.96, Brian Beltran, Orlando Marquilencia, Letty Baculando, each 2.96. Tianlong is 7.04. Yom Trading, 7.04. Golden Shine International, 7.04. And Vieva, 7.04. So yun po ang total. So, kasama po kayo doon. Hindi natin mapagkakaila na you do business together. Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor. I think you're referring to the garlic.
No.
Well, Philippine Vieva ceased to import since 2017, Your Honor.
But you did not deny that Yom Trading is the biggest importer. You had the most number of import permits in 2020, 2021 under both Yom Trading and Larina.
Yes, but I did not know that, Your Honor.
You
till
did not
today.
know that you're the
Yes.
yes, but you did import with 485, 415 plus 385 total number of permits in 2021. Yes, that's based on the documents submitted to us.
I think, Your Honor, I think you're referring to containers.
Specifics. That's based on the specific report
Yes.
of the BPI.
Oh, we will check our record, Your Honor.
Yes, but the bottom line is you cannot deny that you know and you engage in business
I-
with a certain Lilia Cruz.
Yes, I do not deny knowing her.
That's all. Thank you. Let me just proceed with Argo Trading, Mr. Chair. Mr. Francisco, so what is your main business? Ano po ang negosyo nila?
Sir, can you please turn the mic?
We're in the vegetable business, Your Honor.
And you own Larina as well as Yom Trading.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so nabanggit ko na kanina yung percent ownership po ninyo sa Yom Trading. What about sa Larina?
I'm 20%.
20%. But all four others, actually it's not 20%. Isn't it 25? Oh yeah, sorry, it's 20%. However, the other owners are a certain Carlo Francisco, Gerard Francisco, who I believe are related to you. Tama po ba?
They're my brothers, Your Honor.
So brothers mo. What about Jose Garcia?
He's a friend of mine. Your Honor.
He's a friend. Michelle Ferrer,
She's my stepdaughter, Your Honor.
stepdaughter. So kung isasama natin ang sa relatives mo, that's 80% of Larina.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So hindi mo naman dinadeny, di ba, that you imported onions in 2022?
I deny. Your
Wala
Honor,
po kayong pinarating na onions noong 2022?
Wala po.
Not one.
Yes, Your Honor. There were no permits issued 2022.
So as we established earlier, the permits that were issued in late 2021, some of them continue to be valid for 2022.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you had, if you combine the permits of Larena and Yum Trading, that's about 400 permits. Sorry, that's about 800 permits.
For 2022.
For 2021, Larena had 415 permits, Yum Trading had 385 permits. This is based on the DA data.
Let me check, Your Honor.
Okay, but more or less, you can deny that later on, but based on data, this is what we have. So what you're saying is that none of these 800 permits owned by Larena and Yum were used to import any onion in 2022.
Your Honor, to my knowledge, it's you're referring to 800 containers. To my knowledge.
So 800 containers is what you know. Okay, so nagparating kayo ng 800 permits no 800 containers no 2021?
Yes, Your Honor.
So lahat yan ay ginamit ng 2021. And what you're telling us, and you're under oath, is wala kayong pinarating na container kahit isa noong 2022.
May dumating, Your Honor, na spill off ng permit ng 2020.
Okay, so yun na tinatanong po natin. Mr. Francisco,
Yeah, sorry.
the
I thought,
sooner that you accept that you need to answer
I thought it was
directly,
the permits issued.
better for
Sorry.
all of us.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay, so categorically, did you import in 2022? Yes.
This is maybe a delayed on the customs.
It's just yes or no, may dumating ba noong 2022? Forget about the legalities.
Meron po, Your Honor.
O, ilan po? Ilan container?
27.
27 containers.
Yes po.
So, ilan po ang laman? Are these equally sized? Ilan po ang laman ng bawat container?
25,000 kilos.
25,000 kilos.
Yes
So,
po.
25 metric tons ang bawat container.
Yes po, Your Honor.
So, 25 times 27? Ang total?
Yes po, Your Honor. Ah, 25 tons.
Hindi. So, 25 per container.
Yes po, Your Honor.
So, 25 times 27, that's 675 metric tons. 675,000. Ay, hindi, 675 metric tons. Okay. Okay. Sige. Okay. So, ito pong, saan nyo po stinor, itong 675?
Your Honor, the usual, Tianlong, Godi Realty, and we had Super 5, and then we had High Tower.
And, sorry, high
High
tower. Okay. So, how long did you store your stocks?
Our nature of business, Your Honor, we sell this right away. It won't last more than 30 days.
Okay, anong petsa dumating ang 27 containers? In 2022. So, yes, and
Mr. Chair, if the Honorable Stella will allow me to have one quick interjection. Yeah, since we are talking about the importation, can the Honorable Stella inquire from Mr. Renato Francisco as to the landed cost? Reflected kasi yan sa documents eh. Landed cost per kilo.
okay, bago natin itanong yung landed cost at habang hinihintay ang datos dun sa storage, ito pong 27 containers ay binili nyo rin po sa Hong Kong through Alex Ong.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Lahat yan.
Yes po.
At yan po ba ay galing sa China, India, combination?
China po, Your Honor.
Lahat yan, China.
Yes po.
Okay. Magkano po ang total cost nitong 27 containers worth of onions na ibinayad nyo kay Mr. Alex Ong?
Our cost of onions is ranging 30 pesos.
So in short, magkano ang kabuang contract price with Alex Ong?
Um, So, Attorney, sorry. Your Honor, you mean how much?
Yes, how much did you spend for the 27 containers? How much did you pay Mr. Alex Ong?
Your Honor, these goods are consigned to me.
Consigned to you. Okay.
Yeah, our landed cost is about 30 pesos per kilo, plus or minus 20%.
Okay, so wala kang binayad kay Alex Ong.
Wala po.
So nagpaparating si Alex Ong dito at his risk and cost.
Well, it's a history, Your Honor. So we are paying back.
Hindi, so
Oh.
wala kang ang nilabas na kahit piso.
Meron po, Your Honor.
Anong nature ng bayad na yon kay Mr. Alex Ong? Fong pala,
Yes,
sorry.
Yes, Fong.
Okay, so magkano pang binayad mo kay Mr. Alex Fong? Any payment relating to the 27 containers?
The payment is through is classified as reimbursement, Your Honor, because for years may utang po kami sa kanya.
Okay, so
Yes.
how much was the reimbursement relating to the 27 containers that arrived in 2022?
We work on our gross income to pay for the operation
Yes,
expense.
what is that amount?
Let me compute here.
Okay, and how did you pay Mr. Alex Fong?
We pay him through telegraphic transfer.
Through telegraphic transfer. And I suppose because you're a good businessman, you keep all the records pertaining to your telegraphic transfers.
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have those with you now?
No, Your Honor.
So please provide a copy of all of those documents pertaining to payments made to Mr. Alex Fong.
Yeah, we'll cooperate, Your Honor.
And who is the payer indicated in those documents?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Who?
Yung trading po.
No. So yung ang nakasulat.
Yes.
So
With my signature, yes.
okay. So all of those documents, please,
Our Yom trading po.
every single one of them.
Yes po.
Okay. So please submit those documents.
Madam Chair, Mr. Chairman, if I may just interject, for clarification lang. So you mean, yung business mo, you're not spending when you're buying your onions from abroad. It is a certain Alex Fong who pays for that. Kino-consign lang sa'yo, correct?
Your Honor, that didn't happen overnight. So our business relations started.
Yeah, but in this
long time
case,
ago.
in this onion trading of yours, so it is Alex Fong who finances. Because he's the one
Yes.
buying from abroad, di ba?
Yes,
From
yes,
China
Your
and then
Honor.
sends it back here, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So ibig sabihin, you're the only one facilitating for Alex Fong.
Yes po, Your Honor.
So it appears that the owner of that yon trading is not Mr. Francisco. Perhaps he's only a dummy of Mr. Alex Fong.
Your Honor, I'm a trading company.
So that I'm correct. I'm sorry. I'm not questioning that. Kasi sinong negosyante kagaya mo ang walang kapital dahil ang nangangakapital sa iyo yung binibilihan mo ng sibuyas. Parang hindi ko maintindihan yun. Saan ba nakakahanap ng ganyang partner? Kasi ikaw mismo nagsabi, Mr. Francisco, sabi mo na ang bumibili ng onions mo sa abroad, in-orderan mo ay si Mr. Fong, correct?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And you do not spend a single centavo except for other operational expense, as you stated earlier, because ang nangangapital ng onions na yun, papunta rito si Mr. Fong.
Yes po, Your Honor. We have our accountant. It could be reimbursement.
What's a simple explanation? We
we-
don't understand English. What's a
okay.
simple
The
explanation for why you make
Your
a
Honor,
payment
we're
in
trying
favor
to
of
pay
Mr.
back
Fong?
little by little.
Yeah, so in short, you owe him.
Yes po, Your Honor.
So you have a loan, and can you provide to us those loan documents as well?
I will have to ask Mr. Fong.
Do you have loan documents?
No, Your Honor.
So what's the basis for the loan payments?
Because of our we have a long relationship here. Your Honor.
So just submit to the committee all documents relating to this reimbursement scheme
Yes.
that you
Your-
have with Mr. Alex Fong.
Yes po, Your Honor.
So you seem to be making money on your own, right? Meaning just trading, Larina, etc. What is the purpose for why you need to be part of Philippine Vieva group of companies? What is the value added to you of being part of the PVGC?
It seemed like I was investing in a company, so I figured that it would be profitable and moving forward.
How profitable? Can you please explain why you joined PVGC?
Well, it was a collaboration between, I was supposed to be the exporter, importer in that,
You are the importer for PVGC. Tama?
no, Your Honor.
Also ano?
I was an investor on Philippine Vieva.
So can you explain how PVGC makes money and how you make money as a shareholder of PVGC?
Actually, Your Honor, I really don't know the details on their operation.
Mr. Francisco, that sounds so palusot.
No, that's the truth, Your Honor.
So why did you
we-
decide to be,
Yeah, we just invested 100,000 in that company, and
Mr. Francisco, you did not invest 100,000. You invested 888,000 pesos, of which
sorry.
you paid 296,000. So I have all the documents with me here. So ang sinasabi po ninyo, you were just willing to give up 296,000 without even knowing what you will get in return.
Mr. Chair, I'm kind of getting a message that the right information is not being provided for by Mr. Francisco. Let this be a warning to him that another time a clarification is asked of him, and he fails to give the right answer, I will be moved to cite him in contempt.
When was the last time you spoke to Lilia Cruz?
2 weeks, I saw her 2 weeks ago in the Sandigan Bayan.
So you're
Yes.
involved in the same case.
Yes.
And can you tell us can you give us just a gist of that case?
The case is Proceso Alcala et al. And I'm part of the et al.
Yes, and
Ah.
just a gist. What's the
I was probably included because I was part of the meetings in the DA,
and
and I was part of the National Garlic Action Team during that time. Garlic Action Team. That was formed by Mr. Alcala.
So, point of clarification lang, Congressman Stella, to the statement of Mr. Francisco. You mentioned you were also part of the National
That's how
National Garlic
I'm
Action
Action Team.
Team. Yun yung NGAT, di ba?
Yes.
Tapos yung chairman nun, si Leia.
Hindi po.
Oh.
Siya po yung sa Onion eh.
So ikaw yung sa Bawang.
Yes.
Ay di magka-partner kayo, onions at bawang, di ba?
Well, ano, Your Honor, you know why I mentioned this? Because the DA, yeah, they were talking about resource speaker, stakeholders meeting, et cetera,
Okay.
et cetera.
It's yeah, okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
So
so,
I was like a stakeholder.
okay, just for the record, sir, how long have you known Delia Cruz?
Since 2008, Your Honor.
2008.
Yes.
And how did you meet her?
Since we are in the vegetable business, we knew each other. I was exporting okra at that time.
So you met her through the association.
Yes.
And anong year ulit nung I'm sure so you got invited to join Philippine Vieva, right?
But that was years later, 2013.
2013.
Yes.
So far, have you made money out of your participation in Philippine Vieva?
No, Your Honor. I honestly, I don't know how she makes money, but we just concentrate on how we do our business.
When was the last time Philippine Vieva group of companies met as a corporation?
Last January 2022, last March, last first quarter of 2022, we had a Zoom meeting.
So who participated in that meeting?
Leah Cruz, Eric Pabilona,
Who else?
Your Honor, for me, not to give you a wrong answer, I will have to check the records.
Okay, and then subsequently, you've had communication with Lilia Cruz for different matters.
No, Your Honor.
You mean after that March 2022, the last time you spoke to her was 2 weeks ago?
We really didn't speak to each other. I saw her in the.
So that was
Santigala.
your last communication with Lilia Cruz?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you can state that you're under oath.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair,
Just an interjection, very short. I have a copy with me of the complaint filed before the Sandigan Bayan. And do you recall that you were included as one of the accused because you happen to be the director of Philippine Vieva Corporation, and you are also the owner of La Reina Food Trading and Yum Trading Corporation. So you were a director of Philippine Vieva at the time. And that was the reason for your inclusion. And your two corporations are included within the umbrella group of Philippine Vieva Corporation. I have with me the findings of the National Bureau of Investigation together with the result of the fact-finding committee of the Ombudsman.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to make a follow-up on the question of Congress Woman Kimbo, Mr. Chair. Sino pa yun nandun sa Zoom meeting?
Eric Pabilona, Leah Cruz, but Your Honor, I'd like to
Yourself?
Yeah, myself. I'd like to check so I can give you the correct answer.
No, but I mean, top of mind, I'm sure you'll remember. I mean, it's one of those important meetings because it was a first quarter company meeting. So I'm sure.
Yeah, I viewed it with my phone, so I couldn't see the rest.
So you do,
It's
you know, it's two different things, not knowing and forgetting. So what is it? You don't know, or you forget?
I'd like to confirm it when I check on it, Your Honor.
Was
Um,
Michael Ang in that
can I-
meeting? Michael Ang?
No, Your Honor.
But you know Michael Ang.
No, Your Honor.
You don't know him, that guy there?
No,
You've never seen him before?
never, Your
So
Honor.
who among these individuals do you know?
Actually, in person, I've never met anyone, Your Honor. I never met anyone.
You know, it's kind of hard to believe that you've never met them because you were part of the National Garlic Action Team in 20. What year were you part of that action team?
2014,
Up to
till till Mr. Alcala lost his position, I think.
So around 2016. So for
Yeah.
3 solid years, you're part of that team, and yet you don't know these individuals here. in-
Yes.
Cold storage facility operator.
Garlic po kasi hindi kailangan ng cold storage.
So sa bawang ka lang.
Opo.
Ah. So anyway, Kong Stella with your okay. Meron pa. For BPI, Mr. George Colaste, in 2022, will you confirm na kayo yung BPI Director ng Bureau of Plants and Industry?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, it was until August of 2022 that I was being replaced by Director Glenn Panganiba.
So from January up to August kayo po.
Yes po, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
So throughout that time, kayo ang nagmo-monitor, kayo ang nag-check, kayo ang nagbabantay ng supply ng mga agricultural goods sa mga cold storage facilities, tama?
Tama po, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
So you would also know how many metric tons were available in these cold storage facilities?
Yes po, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, based on the inventory report of the BPI Alum Monitoring Team.
Both imported and locally produced,
Tama po, Your Honor, Mr.
correct?
Chair.
So you would confirm the statements issued by Mr. Francisco earlier na during the month of January and February, he had that number of onions at his at their facility.
Tama po, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, kasi according to him, meron pong siyang arrival during January and February. At the port, base po dito sa data from BPI, indeed meron pong arrivals of white onions during those months, January and February.
Saan po istinor ng Yom Trading yung kanilang sibuyas na dumating?
I think, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, yung mga port quarantine officers could best answer that question because nandun po yan sa kanilang authority.
But you would know, you would monitor, and you would find out where these onions are and work, correct? BPI director kayo eh, trabaho niyo yan eh.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, by the time na mag-apply po ng ERFI yung importer, it should chine-check po nung plant quarantine officer at the ports at the port yung mga data kung saan siya dadalhin, yung SPSIC if it is still valid, and at the time na ma-check nila na
Hindi, yung question is, alam ninyo kung nasaan yung sibuyas ng Yom Trading nung ipinasok.
yung port po
At
ang
kung saan dinala?
nakakala, it is being done during the second border inspection kasi
It's a yes or no.
I have no idea. Only the
Because if you have no idea, it wouldn't make sense that you were the one that issued the permit for them to import, and at the same time, you're in charge of monitoring the stocks of onions, and yet you don't know where their onions were?
tama po, Mr. Chair, Your Honor. Yung direct ang in charge po para masundan po kung saan talaga napunta na cold storages yung arrivals ng shipment ng agricultural products is yung plant quarantine officer na nasa port. Sila po yung,
Which is
kasi by the
under
time,
you.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, na dumating, compliant lahat yung documents, close open, first border inspection, close open po yun. And then after that, during the second border inspection, pupuntahan po ng plant quarantine officer together with the BOC and representative. Yung pong seal ng BPI, tatanggalin po yun ng ating plant quarantine officer for 100% inspection. Si doon po yun ina-unload sa final port of final warehouse destination.
So sa pagsasalaysay po ninyo ay madetalye, maraming requirements bago talagang makarating at bago mailabas. Tama po ba yon?
Yes po.
At kung hindi kumpleto yung requirements at hindi kumpleto yung mga dokumento, hindi makakapasok, hindi makakalabas.
Tama po.
Bawal yon.
It's a yes or no. Go.
Yes or no?
Yes or no go. Yeah.
Okay. And this would hold true for all agricultural products, not just onions, but everything.
Yes po. Except rice.
Except for rice.
Yes, because we have
okay.
the rice certification law.
Okay, I just want to inform Mr. Colaste of a letter that he wrote to Jesusa Ascutia, July 6, 2022. Do you confirm this letter, Mr. George Colaste?
Yes.
And I will,
Mr. Chair,
Comsec, ako na lang magbabasa. Ako na lang, sige, hawak ko na eh. This is in response to the letter from Mr. Ronilo de la Cruz of Great Mentions, tama? Great Mentions Enterprises requesting to facilitate the release of their shipment of fresh grapes from Australia under SPSIC number ICDA 6P122-00431 and ICDA-AB 422-00432. Please be informed that we are granting the request for the particular shipment. However, these must be subject to 100% plant quarantine inspection procedures, phytosanitary treatment prior to release. The importer shall coordinate with your PQ office at the port of entry on this matter. Further, in cases of post-detection, your port shall provide the importer with your report of findings and final disposition. Ito yung magandang phrase. Also, this will be the last time that such request will be considered as a licensed importer. Do you confirm this letter, Mr. Director
Yes.
Colaste? Because this letter is not congruent with your statements earlier. Dito, ang lumalabas, ina-arbor ninyo. Yung dumating na, although hindi siya onions, ubas. At pinakikiusapan nyo yung customs, palampasin nyo na to, basta sumunod na to, at siguradong ito na ang huling pagkakataon.
Kong JJ, si Mrs. Escucha is here. Can you confirm
Mr.
lang,
Chair,
ma'am?
if I may.
Mrs. Escucha, ano yung
Hold on.
laman nung container? Grapes?
Mr. Chair,
Sadali
Your
lang po,
Honor.
Director.
Yes, yes.
Si ma'am lang.
Po, from Australia.
So grapes, okay.
Grapes, ha? Sigurado kayo? Okay.
Okay, Director Colaste.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, in cases of commodities, agricultural commodities like grapes, because we don't have grape industry here in the Philippines to protect. And if it is for the first time, we usually consider as first and last, but the necessary plant quarantine measure should be taken
Mr.
Ito-
Chair, okay, Mr. Chair, unfortunately, it fails to substantiate just because we don't have a great industry. My first and last time napapayagan natin to. There's a whole other realm of industries that we do not possess here in our country. So ibig sabihin, my first and last time napapayagan ng mga importations na ganito, na sinabi mo lang kanina na sobrang higpit, na sinabi mo lang kanina bago dumating, may kinakailangan ng mga permits na masuffice. So, Mr. Chair, I would like to, you confirm this letter. Pumirma po kayo dito.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, if I may, yung letter po yan is being dropped by the plant quarantine. Because ako yung nag-approve because it is usually done during the for cases of commodities like like grapes, apples, because we don't have apples and grapes industries to protect for the introduction of pests and diseases.
Anyway, I would leave that to the discretion of the committee to decide. I'll just like to have a few questions to Super 5. Super 5? Sir, can you state your name? Sorry, I wasn't present earlier. Kayo pong may itim na mask.
Michael King Ang.
Michael,
Michael King Ang, Your Honor.
can you remove your mask so that I can... sorry, are you comfortable without your mask? Kasi medyo muffled yung boses mo eh.
No.
Okay lang?
Masanay ako sa mas.
Okay lang na walang mask?
Hindi.
O you prefer na meron?
Prefer na meron po, Your Honor.
Hindi ka naman inuubo, sinisipon?
May konting ubo po.
Kaso lang yung ibang kasamahan mo, maski masama ang pakiramdam, hindi pumasok. Ikaw, salamat at masama ang pakiramdam mo, pumasok ka. So anyway,
Thank you, Your Honor.
you are one of the biggest, if not the biggest, storage facility in the country, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Similar to the statements issued by Argo, are you also involved in trading of agricultural goods?
No, Your Honor.
Kasi kanina sinabi po ni Mr. Soleta, na yung mga naka-imbak sa inyo, may trading din na nangyayari sa loob ng cold storage facilities. Kaya minsan nakakapagtaka na hindi nagtutugma yung deposit sa withdrawals, di ba? Doon po sa inyo, Super 5.
Good.
Can you comment on this?
Sa Super 5, Your Honor, wala po. Depositors lang po, walang trading.
So kayo, wala kayong pakialam sa nangyayari sa loob ng facility ninyo?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Okay. So NBI, Super 5 was also part of an ongoing investigation that was conducted by your agency. Can you confirm this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you free to divulge the details of that investigation, or is it still within the realms of the DOJ?
Your Honor, the NBI is still conducting the investigation, and it is premature for us to reveal the result of what we have now.
But in a nutshell, ano yung basis ng investigation sa kanila?
Your Honor, the NBI submitted its executive summary to this honorable committee involving several cold storage facilities and other ano ito? Sir, ano itong iba? Mga cold storage lang. Cold storage facilities, and I think it is the committee's discretion that evidently the NBI is still pursuing its investigation.
Nandito ba yung CIDG? Nasaan yung CIDG?
Well, they were here earlier, Cong JJ, but they had an apprehension and they were requested to head back to Camp Crame to do a press conference.
Okay.
But I think they've committed that they will have someone in Zoom.
Okay. No, kasi gusto ko lang malaman kasi yung may mga raids kasi na ginawa yung CIDG. I wanted to see the connection to that being done by the NBI. So anyway, going back to Super 5. Super 5, how long have you been operating as a cold storage facility?
Since 2018, Your Honor. Since 2018, Your Honor.
2018.
Opo.
So 2018 pa lang kayo nag-umpisa at ngayon isa na kayo sa pinakamalalaki.
I think so, Your Honor.
Pwede bang lakasan ng boses, Chair? Either lakasan yung boses o tanggalin lang yung mask. Hindi ko alam kung bingi ako.
Sir, palapit na lang po nung mic sa inyo.
Siguro, sir, pinaka
So
sa malaki.
I would assume that, storage facilities is a very lucrative business because imagine you only started in 2018 and yet right now you are one of the biggest cold storage facilities in the Philippines. So kasi 2018, 2019, 2020, tinamaan tayo ng pandemic, 2021, 2022. 5 years. So kaya pala Super 5, sa loob ng 5 taon, kayo na ang pinakamalaki. Super 5, is Yom Trading one of your customers?
Sorry, Your Honor, ano po yung question ulit?
Is Yom Trading one of your customers?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi?
Hindi.
Sinasabi ko eh. Nasaan na ba yung data ko? Sinabi kasi ni Mr. Francisco kanina na nagsusstore sila ng kanilang goods sa Super 5. Is your company address, is your facility located in Malabon?
Yes, Your Honor. Yung Larena...
Specifically Barangay Katmon?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Oh, nakasulat dito, Yom Trading, Renato Francisco, Super 5.
Oo, yung Larena siguro.
Yom Trading ang nakasulat dito. This is submitted to the committee. List.
Oo. I'll double check na lang the record, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're confirming that Mr. Francisco or Yom Trading or yung Larena are one of your customers, correct?
Last 2021 lang siya nag-store sa amin eh. Pero after that, wala na.
Hindi. Yes or no lang naman eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, oo. Okay. Now, when it comes to amounts of availment of storage space, how can you describe the storage capacity utilized by Yom Trading and Larena?
Actually, yung per room kasi namin, hindi na namin inaalam kung ilan yung yung labas-pasok ng ini-store nila.
Mr. Chair, sorry, has Super 5 provided this committee with other information?
Well, we have yet to receive the properly formatted stock inventory per month, which they have committed. Am I correct?
Because this representation,
daily.
yeah, this representation will not accept. Hindi ko po alam kung ano nangyayari sa loob. This representation will not accept. Hindi ko po kasi masyadong kabisado. Let's not forget, Mr. Chair, that was the same issue we had with Argo. And if Super 5 will go the same line, I will move to cite them in contempt. Maybe they'll have a clear picture while they're here in Batasan, Pambansa. Tamang-tama, we'll be going on break. O di, pasok na pasok sa Holy Week. O ano, baka maalala nyo na. O hindi pa rin?
I check the record na lang, submit ko na lang din, Your Honor.
Dala-dala niyo po ba yung mga records?
Sa
niyo?
ngayon, wala po akong dalang record ng importation.
Kasi
Yeah.
those documents are subpoenaed juris tecum already. And
Yes.
yet you...
Yeah.
Yes. Sir,
May
Mr.
we
Chair.
get Attorney Eugene back? Attorney, you're aware that you have been issued a subpoena duces tecum
For the client.
for your client.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, my clients, Your Honor, receive subpoena for this hearing, Your Honor.
Testificandum and duces tecum.
Yes,
So
Your Honor.
what was your advice to your client?
I believe, Your Honor, my clients prepared some documents, Your Honor, as regards the documents being required. We have documents here, Your Honor.
I think for such a big corporation, I don't think my son can do this or
Grandson.
my grandson or the grandson of Cong JJ. So
I wish that those statements be stricken off. Anna might get mad, Mr. Chair. Kasi, let's compare. Ito pinakamalaki ha. Ito Argo. Tignan nyo naman yung quality ng submission. Argo, nakasulat dito, gate pass, room assigned, floor, deposit slip, client name, total bags, remark, tag, date of deposit, date of withdrawal. Kayo na pinakamalaki na Super 5, A2, address, bags, I mean, with, ano bang, do you justify these documents? Is this how one of the biggest storage facilities in our country operate? That you will submit to the honorable committee documents like this? Ano to? Bags of cement?
Your Honor, please. I think
Before you reply, Panyero, according to you, you were informed that there was a subpoena ad testificandum and subpoena juris tecum issued to your client. Is that correct?
yes, Your Honor.
And as a lawyer, you know what is the meaning of subpoena juris tecum.
Yes, Your Honor.
What does that mean?
It is an order to bring documents, Your Honor.
Oh, in other words, were these documents submitted by Super 5 were seen by you before its admission as to whether or not it would be compliant with our request for subpoena juris tecum?
The thing, Your Honor, is Super 5, Your Honor, made a compliance as regards the submission
No,
of
ang
documents.
tanong ko,
It just happened, Your Honor, that it
ang tanong ko, alam mo na merong subpoena juris tecum. Okay, binasa mo. Pagkatapos, ang tanong ko sa iyo, itong mga dokumentong sinabmit ngayon na pinakikita ni Congressman Suarez, ito ba ay nakita mo bago i-submit sa Kongreso?
Your Honor, I was just engaged by my client, Your Honor.
What?
I did not.
You were?
I was just engaged by
Where was that?
2 weeks ago, Your
For
Honor.
2 weeks. And 2 weeks, nakita mo na yung subpoena.
Yes, Your
O
Honor.
ang tanong ko lamang, nakita mo ba yung mga dokumentong yan bago dalhin dito?
I had a glimpse of those documents, Your
O
Honor. but
glimpse. At sa tingin mo, based on your glimpse, sufficient compliance na yan sa subpoena juris tecum as a lawyer, protecting the rights and interests of your client not to be cited in contempt.
Your Honor, I was engaged to as counsel, Your Honor, for this case. But the thing, Your Honor, is I'm not a counsel, Your Honor, for the operation. That's knowledgeable with the operation of the.
Usapan lang natin yung sa pwena juris tecum, nakita mo ba yung mga dokumentong to? Yes or no?
I've seen those documents,
Okay,
Your Honor,
at sa tingin mo ba
before they
ito
submitted, Your
compliant
Honor.
as a lawyer? Do you believe that this is already in compliance with our subpoena juris tecum?
Your Honor, I relied on their expertise on this matter, Your Honor, because they are the one, they're the one who are handling the operation of the company, Your Honor.
Mr.
You
Chair,
did not make any comment na kulang to, very big, etc.
Your Honor, I relied on their knowledge and
Hindi
expertise
nga,
on this
kaya hindi
matter,
mo
Your Honor.
sinabing mukhang hindi maintindihan ng Kongreso itong isasabit nyo. Walang particulars. Hindi mo sinabi sa kliyente mo.
Your Honor, please. I believe, Your Honor, that there's an order for the
Okay, paikot-ikot
for Super
tayo.
5.
Ating may order ng subpoena juris tecum. Ang tanong ko lamang, nakita mo. Nang makita mo, hindi mo ba sinabi? Teka muna, magugulo Kongreso rito. Ni walang mga pangalan, etc. Sabi nga, kayang gawin ng elementary student. Hindi ka nag-comment.
I did not comment, Your Honor.
Ha?
However,
Hindi.
Your Honor, I believe during the hearing today, Your Honor, there was an order for the
Hindi na.
for the Super 5, Your Honor, to comply with the proper form being directed by the committee, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Cong JJ.
you know, I live by a 3-strike policy in life. So strike 1, hindi sumipot. Strike 2, ano naman itong mga dokumento na to pa? Strike 3, alam nyo naman, ongoing yung investigation ng Committee ng Agriculture and Foods. Alam nyo naman, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, yung presyo ng sibuyas na napakataas. At alam nyo na kayo ang pinakamalaking storage facility. Baka strike 3 sa akin yun, Mr. Chair.
Attorney Romeo Mobido.
Oh, do you know Attorney Romeo Mobido? Mr. Ong.
Yes, Your Honor, siya yung kasama ko. Pero
Oo,
hindi ko talaga
hindi na-
maalala, hindi ko maalala yung name niya.
Ha?
Yun po yung totoo.
Ay, yung apelyido. Nalimutan mo na rin. Ay, yung abogado mo ngayon, ano first name at saka surname?
Eugene po.
Surname. Ha? Hindi mo rin alam? Oh. Ano? Hindi mo alam ang apelyido ni Attorney Eugene who has been speaking on your behalf? Attorney Eugene, what is your surname? So that you can inform the client.
It's Attorney Eugenio Riego II, Your Honor. Eugenio Riego II, Your Honor.
Riego.
II, Your Honor.
The second, alam mo na ngayon, Mr. Ong.
Mr. Chair, so before I call for a strikeout, I'll defer to Congresswoman Stella Kimbo first. I think he has other questions, but I wanted to get further enlightenment sana from Super 5, the same way that we were enlightened by Argo and WBI. So I'd like to congratulate both of you and thank you, no, for cooperating with the committee. Kasi doon natin na-unravel yung totoong nangyayari sa storage facilities. So nakakalungkot lang na talagang itong Super 5 hindi maibigay yung tamang datos, no. But nevertheless, I'd just like to make a motion that the income tax returns of their company be provided to the committee, Mr. Chair. Since 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. You're the biggest, so I want to make sure that you're operating as one of the biggest. I will yield to Congresswoman Stella
Yes,
before
sir.
I move